Hello everybody, this is Toys R Us and welcome to another edition of What's Happening Wednesday. This is a weekly roundup show that I like to do on this channel, which again gives me the perfect opportunity to do exactly that. Keep you guys updated with things that are going on in the world of Transformers. I let you know what's happening with this YouTube channel and of course my Instagram, which is toys_rus. This is part one of two of the news because over the last few days there's just been so much going on and I've got 11 things, including a Transformers Tuesday thing, to go through with you today. So this is something that's been completely, I suppose, sort of forgotten about until all of a sudden somebody goes and buys one, and we've got some brilliant in-hand images right now. So this is the Canon crossover of the camera. It's not the Optimus Prime, it's the refractor, or reflector as we know, of course, and this makes perfect sense for a Transformer. This is brilliant. Of course he's a camera anyway, and this I just think again is spectacular. This reminds me, excuse the glare, apologies for that. If you want to get the better images, they're on TFW 2005 and tformers.com, but this is exactly what a Transformer is about. Exactly that. Look, the fact that it looks exactly like a real camera. I know that sounds really silly and really obvious, but that's how they started off. If you remember the Micro Change Microman toy line, where Soundwave was, you know, a Walkman, Megatron was a gun, Perceptor was a working microscope, etc. This looks like a genuinely real camera. You wouldn't know, you wouldn't think for 1 second that of course this guy transformed into a robot. It's absolutely spectacular. Just think it's great. And there you go, there's some in-hand images of him right now, as I say, on T-Formers and TFW 2005. Right, moving on, we just had a sneak preview there of Cheetor. This is something that appeared last week sometime. So in Australia, in the Taronga Western Zoo Plains, they've got some promotional material, and it's got loads of amazing screenshots of the Rise of the Beasts cast. So of course it's a zoo, so it's got things talking about the animals, and indeed we've got loads of great images of the characters from the movie. You can see it's going beast power. So we've got, again, as I've just said, we know that's exactly what they look like now because we've seen the trailer, and there's just loads of information. I suppose they've tied it in brilliantly with walking around and looking at the animals in the zoo. So of course we've got some of the animals that aren't to our knowledge in the movie, like a wild dog, but then of course Cheetor, or Rhinox, obviously there's rhinos in real life, so there's rhinoceros and there's pictures of Rhinox. It's just a great tie-in, a great idea, and I think a real coup for that zoo. That's an amazing image of Cheetor. And of course they've got cheetahs in the zoo, so there's your fact file on that. Just a great idea. There's airrazor looking fantastic. She looks amazing, and funnily enough we've got some official news on her coming up in a second on here. Optimus Prime, and I presume will be obviously information about gorillas, etc, etc. But what a great tie-in, and how lucky of them to get all that already. Right, this you've just quickly seen is Matrix Workshop's upgrade for Legacy Tarn, even though they've put Legacy Tran. And I'm sure when we see this bit out, I think they're going to be gap fillers, and I'm sure that's just going to be some extenders to the guns. But it looks good, and as soon as I get more images, I will let you know. This is some official packaging for Studio Series 100. So we've obviously seen the figure. This is the official packaging. There's the front, there's the back. It's 23 steps. And as I say, that's available for pre-order in most places at the moment. Okay, I had a brief nose again at Fans Hobby's Facebook page, and this is to let you know, and I'm going to show you images now of MB17A Galva Tyranno is now available to pre-order, and this guy, wow. This looks amazing. So I've been on, as I say, Fans Hobby's Facebook page. There's him in robot and alternate mode. Amazing looking figure. Now there's LEDs, which you're going to see in a minute, in the barrel and indeed on the face. And what you're also going to see in a second, which is amazing, is just how good the base mode is. Now the base mode on this is exactly what Transformers as well should be like. It reminds me of the Japanese G1 figures that I've been lucky enough to collect and find, that it's a proper base. It's a real good PlayStation. You can see you've got the Minicon there powering him up. You can see you've got the ramps out. The Minicon actually comes out of the back there on the ramp. You can see stored away lovely there. And then what I love about this, there you go, he's got a dish in front of him. He's got a panel, a control panel, shall we say. And in a second, you're going to see how they've used some third party and indeed some official Micromasters just to, there's the LED I was on about in the face and indeed on the barrel. And then here you've got the, as I say, official and third-party Micromasters. That's a launch pad. As you can see, it's launched the vehicle off there. You can see you've got one encased there and hidden away. You've got one you can pick up with a crane. You've got a launch pad for jets, etc. There's the control panel I mentioned earlier. There's all the mini Micromasters, and as it shows you here in a second, there's loads of different ports. There you go. It says at the bottom as well of how you can attach them. So depending on whether they're official, whether they're third party, you can attach Micromasters to the sides, to the arms, to the base, to everything. And it's, I mean, look at it, it's just stunning. The Minicon, you've got different faces, of course, with it being third party, and the Minicon is a gun as well. What a great piece this looks like. And as I say, you can already pre-order it from Fans Hobby as we speak. Last couple of comparison shots there. Again, go to Fans Hobby's Facebook, and I imagine this will be on the rest of social media very soon as well. This is something amazing. This is, I've been on Iron Factory's Weibo. This is what they're predicting, or they're saying that they're going to make between now and the end of the year. So let's zoom in and have a look at this. This is a bit more interesting than we thought. So you can tell here that we've got Leo Kaiser's bots, but this guy in the middle, that, for people who don't know, I mean, I suppose unless you've watched the Victory cartoon, you've probably never even heard of Death Cobra, and they've never made a figure. I'm going to zoom in even more, of Death Cobra, so it's going to be the first figure made of him. So of course you've got Leo, Zach, Hellbat, etc., Killbite and all there, but that in the middle is Death Cobra, so that's going to be really interesting. The other interesting thing is, if you look at the other side, not only have we got like a Delta Magnus, but we've also got the Wreckers at the front as well. So Iron Factory's lineup for this year is going to be very impressive if they get all them done. And indeed, we're going to kick straight off with some of their figures, because you can see again, if we go back to this, where is it? If I zoom out, there's some Seekers on here. Where's the Seekers? There they are, tucked away in the middle there, but there's already some images of the Seekers that are about to come out. And Iron Factory just tend to do things slightly differently, a little bit like Kang do with their bots. Iron Factory just make theirs look slightly different. They're obviously using the same mold, and of course they go into, why would they not? They all look fantastic, and it's brilliant. As I say, just straight off already, this is what we're going to release, and they've got 3 ready, and indeed they've got a special one here you can see in a second. I took this, as I say, from the actual Weibo page. There you go, optional head, and there's another version as well. That's obviously going to be Acid Storm. Brilliant. What a great start to the year. Also been on Magic Square, and as again predicted last week, they are teasing us images of bots that are going to be able to combine to form Bruticus. A lot of people also speculated this could be Slammer, but I think now, of course, we've got this, and indeed this, we now know that it's definitely going to be Bruticus. So that is Brawl and Blastoff, officially revealed by Magic Square. At the same time, this is just crazy. This proves, as I've said loads of times, that Hasbro and Transformers especially will cross over or line up with anything. This is a Koosh ball. So this is literally, they've got Evergreen, Optimus Prime and Bumblebee as Koosh balls. I kid you not. There you go. There's Bumblebee's Koosh ball, and there's Optimus Prime. And as soon as I get more information on them, I will let you know. Okay, back to Magic Square. I know we've seen these a few times, but these are images I think people like myself wanted to see. There he is compared with the G1 original. So he's a little bit taller. Vehicle mode's just a little bit bigger, and just a bit bigger than Micromasters. So there is Gears as we know him. Forgive me, I've forgotten Magic Square's name for him, but that's some comparison shots that, again, I just think people would like to see. Right, I've done that one already. I must have messed up completely. I do apologize. There we go, they're in the wrong order, but there is exactly the page which I've just said that I took from Dr. Wu's, I was going to say website, but it's their Weibo. So moving on to Transformers Tuesday. This is officially revealed now by Hasbro. You can see there it's available to order on HasbroPulse.com, and we've got some great images here as well, which we've seen. It's just nice to see her that she's officially been released. So we've already seen videos on her, we've already seen etc., but these are the official images of her. There we go. So again, you can pre-order this. It is legit. It is AirRazor Studio Series, and she is being released. So this does in fact conclude part 1 of the news. I will be back in 10 to 12 hours, depending on how long it takes. And if anything else drops overnight for myself, I'll let you know, you guys know straight away. With regards to the YouTube channel, huge thanks for all the support, all the nice messages. I still swap and move things around. I still need to get the lighting right because I wanted to do it over that side, but it's really not bright enough. Normal reviews should be pretty much getting back to there. Back to normal, shall we say. And yeah, on Instagram as well, I'm managing to get through some of the pictures of some of the shelves as requested. Thank you ever so much for all the support. The interview with Hasbro was fantastic. I'm really pleased everybody enjoyed that. I'm hopefully going to be doing more of them soon. I'm not necessarily saying with Hasbro, but I've got a few other guests lined up to be doing things like that before. I had so much fun and the feedback was amazing from it. So again, a huge thank you for all the support. I got a live stream and a giveaway again happening at the end of the month. I'll keep you posted on all that. And again, take care, guys.